Okay, let's go.
Ever feel like you're stuck in a rut? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. So in this explainer, we're going to break down 5 really small habits that can actually spark huge positive changes in your life. And you can start today. So let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest. Do you ever feel like you're just treading water? Just going through the motions? That feeling, that sense of being a little lost or adrift? Well, it's a super common signal that something needs to change. Okay, so take a look at this list. Does any of it sound familiar? Life feeling stagnant, like nothing's really moving forward? Your big goals feel so far away, and every day just kind of blends into the next. Yep, these are all classic signs you might be stuck. And hey, just realizing that's the most important first step to getting unstuck. So here's our game plan to get you from feeling stuck to actually taking action. First, we're going to talk about that stuck feeling itself. Then we'll dive into some habits to rewire your mindset, and after that, habits to upgrade your daily life. And finally, and this is key, we'll talk about how to make all these changes last. All right, first up, the feeling of being stuck. Look, instead of just trying to push this feeling away, let's dig in a little. We're going to explore why it's so incredibly normal, and way more importantly, what you can actually do about it. With life revolving around a 9-to-5 or school or just the daily grind, it's so easy to feel like you're on a hamster wheel, right? Running and running, but not getting anywhere. Feeling that way, it's completely 100% normal. And just accepting that without beating yourself up over it, that's the real starting line.
And this is where we pivot. The goal isn't to magically never feel stuck again. That's not realistic. The real secret is to use that feeling as fuel, as a sign that it's time to take small, intentional actions. That's where the magic really happens.
Okay, so now that we've established that, let's get into the good stuff. Section 2, rewire your mindset. We're going to look at 2 super powerful habits that can completely change your internal world, how you see everything. Okay, habit number 1. It sounds almost too simple, but trust me, it's profound. Every single day, just write down 3 things you're grateful for. That's it. What you're doing is literally training your brain to stop focusing on what's missing and start seeing all the good stuff that's already there. And listen, this isn't just some fluffy, feel-good advice. There's real science behind it. Studies show that practicing gratitude can seriously improve your life. We're talking better sleep, lower stress levels, even better relationships with people around you. It's the real deal. All right, our second mindset habit is an absolute game changer. It's all about the 80-20 principle. You might have heard of it as the Pareto principle. It's this wild idea that for most things in life, roughly 80% of your results come from just 20% of your actions. I mean, just look at this chart. It kind of says it all, right? That little sliver, that 20% of your effort, is what's getting you 80% of your success. Meanwhile, the other 80% of your effort, it's barely moving the needle. It really makes you stop and think, doesn't it? Am I spending my energy on the right 20%? So how do you actually use this? It's pretty straightforward. Step 1, list out all your tasks. Step 2, rank them based on which ones give you the biggest bang for your buck. Now, here's the hard part. You gotta be ruthless. Cross out the bottom 80% of that list. Yeah, just get rid of them. This forces you to put all your energy into the stuff that really, truly matters. Okay, so we've worked on the internal stuff, the mindset. Now let's talk about the external world. Section 3 is all about upgrading your daily life. We've got 3 habits here designed to make real, tangible changes to your environment so it starts supporting the new you. First up, let's talk about your space. You know that feeling when your place is a mess and the thought of cleaning it is so overwhelming you just don't do anything? The fix is so simple. Just clean for 10 minutes a day. That's it. It's a tiny commitment, but it creates order, clears your head, and you'll be amazed at the momentum it builds. Okay, from the space you live in to the space you really live in, your own body. Now, taking care of your skin might sound a little superficial, but it's so much more than that. It's a powerful act of self-care because your physical state and your mental state, they are completely, totally connected. Actually, it's really easy to get trapped in a nasty cycle. You feel stressed and anxious, and that can literally show up on your body. Inflamed skin, thinning hair, you name it. Then, seeing those physical signs makes you feel worse about yourself, which, you guessed it, just amps up the original stress. We have to break that cycle. And don't just take my word for it. Check out this quote from Dr. Richard G. Fried. The fascinating thing about him is he's both a dermatologist and a clinical psychologist, so it's no accident he sees this connection so clearly. He knows better than anyone how what's going on inside our heads can literally be written on our skin. All right, our final habit for upgrading your daily life is all about taking control of your time. We've talked space, we've talked body, now it's time. This is about creating two separate, powerful routines. One for the morning, designed to get you energized and inspired, and one for the evening, to help you wind down and get ready for a great night's sleep. Okay, so we've got our 5 habits. Awesome. But let's be real for a second. How do we make these things actually stick? That's the million-dollar question, right? Well, in our final section, we're going to cover a super simple strategy to make sure this change isn't just a flash in the pan. First things first, and this is probably the most important part, you have to be realistic. Building new habits is hard. It's not supposed to be easy. It's going to take time. It's going to take patience. If you expect to be perfect overnight, you're setting yourself up to fail. So please, be kind to yourself. So what's the secret? It's right here, and it's deceptively simple. Do not try to do all 5 of these at once. That is a recipe for disaster. You'll just get overwhelmed and quit. Instead, just pick one, your favorite one, and focus all your energy on just that one habit until it feels totally automatic. Then you can think about adding another. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? From gratitude and the 80-20 rule to cleaning for 10 minutes and building routines. But you know what? All this information is totally useless if you don't do anything with it. The most important step is always that first one. So I'll leave you with this one question. What's the one small habit you're going to start today?